So could you give us an overview of importing and exporting?
Yeah, look, importing in Australia is 118 billion a year industry. That's 118 billion a year business. And that's according to the Australian Department of Commerce and Stats. Just to give you an idea of the size of the Aussie import market, Australian import products from hundreds of countries, ranging all the way from Japan, which is, I believe, around 15 billion annually, down to Spain, about 1 billion. I mean, can you get your mind around those sorts of numbers? That's huge. But I mean, of course, Australia also imports millions of dollars worth of products a year from much smaller countries as well. When it comes to exports, we see rather a different picture. I mean, people don't realise that only a tiny 5% of Australian manufacturers actually export. I mean, this just means that for the other 95%, the opportunity for you folks out there to operate as an agent or whatever you choose is absolutely phenomenal. I'll just say that again, only 5% of manufacturers actually export. Now, Australia exports pretty similar figures to what it imports. I believe it's around $119 billion worth of products a year to some of the cash-rich countries of the world, obviously United States, the European Union, Canada, Japan, Korea, and places such as that. You know, we're missing a huge opportunity here because Aussie firms make great products which the world's clamouring for, but no one is representing us overseas. So come on, this is your opportunity. Get out there, do something. How long have you got left anyway? You're going to die. You're going to be looking up at the casket lid. Do something. Get out of that boring, dull 9-to-5 job. Come on, buy this course, buy another one. I don't care. Just do something.
So how and when did you get started in import-export?
The how of the journey began out of necessity. I'd imported some health minerals from the US. They were very good minerals and they did their job, but they were $120 a kilo. So I set about a research process to try and find these minerals cheaper, and that's how the whole thing began, really. Began in the shape of emails to a factory in China, and a few days later, lo and behold, I got an email back which said, "We get your demand." And I was quite worried. I wondered what I'd done because I'd hadn't much dealing with e-commerce then. We're talking 7 or 8 years ago, and it went from there. So we were able to buy the product in at about $6 a kilo and sell it for about $50 to $60 a kilo. So that just shows you the huge profits that are available in import-export.
So how did you find out what you had to do?
This was very much a trial and error process back then. There were no videos or DVDs. There were some terrible American manuals which were so technical you'd never do anything with those. We basically just did it. Picked up the telephone, sent emails, and that was it basically. Waited until we got emails back. Asked questions at customs, import-export agents and so forth, until we developed a relationship with these people. That's literally how we started out.